Hi guys, it's Lizzie from Boffix here, and today we have a really fun video for you. So once again, we're going to be putting head-to-head QuickBooks Online and Xero, but with some exciting challenges. So today I am joined by a chartered accountant, head of accounts here at Boffix, UK certified trainer, and the QuickBooks chap Aaron Patrick, who of course will be Team QuickBooks Online. And competing against him on Team Xero, I have the pleasure of being joined by Rachel Martin, speaker, author, business owner and accountant. I'll be dropping all of Rachel's links down in the description below, so make sure to check them out after this video. So before we start, let's meet the contestants and find out a little bit more about them and their chosen software.
Okay, so my name on the internet is Aaron Patrick, the QuickBooks chap. So that kind of gives you a little indication of why QuickBooks is so important to me. So the reason I love QuickBooks is just how simplified it is for the client. So the idea then is if you pass a client a copy of QuickBooks, majority of the time they're going to be able to get their head around it and be able to give you some information that's important. So that's why I love QuickBooks. Also, bit biased because I train QuickBooks. I have a YouTube channel dedicated to QuickBooks, and I like to wear their merch as well, as you can see here. So, you know, fingers crossed, I'm going to win this battle and just prove once and for all that QuickBooks is better than Xero.
You seem really confident that you're going to win.
Come on. If I don't win this, then that's it. I think it's over. I have to delete the channel, I think. In fact, I'm so confident that I'm going to put this on the line. So this is the Christmas card I got sent from Rachel herself. So if I don't win this, then I'm going to rip this apart. So, you know, I'm that confident. There's a wager now.
Okay, so Rachel.
Brutal.
It was a little bit, wasn't it? He was very confident. So hopefully he does win, otherwise.
There's a lot at stake here, that Christmas card. Hi, everybody. I'm actually a returning guest to Aaron's YouTube channel, so I'm really excited to be back with you guys. I'm the founder of Accountancy, which is a female-led accountancy practice. We have an Instagram platform and now a YouTube channel. So super excited to be with you guys today. I, like Aaron, was actually raised as a Sage accounting baby. And within our practice, we actually use Xero and QuickBooks. We love them both, but Xero has a very, very special place in my heart because it was the first ever cloud-based accounting software that I used. So whenever I have to default to an accounting software, I always use Xero. I'm slightly intimidated by Aaron's confidence. There was a lot there. So I'm quite excited to see how this pans out.
So for challenge number 1, you have to set up a new license.
Obviously, if you finish first, you'll get bonus points.
Bloody Xero two-factor authentication.
You know what? That's caused. How many times that's been an argument in the dailies? So here we go. This isn't a chance then. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to add client. So now I'm going to choose direct discount and I'm going to put plus directly in there.
Let's use Testy McTesterson as our test client. So on every software we have a Mr. Testy McTesterson.
So I need to make sure that my team members can access this. That's Steve Jobs. Give him access to the new co. Okay, so from that, I'm going to choose that they were a limited company. I'm going to just assume 1 to 2 year. Professional services will do for me. Press next.
Okay, cool. I think I'm done.
Oh.
I feel like I had
on the time.
I was using a demo, so I didn't actually have to set up. It's just a blank company rather than
if that's what the software provides, that's a win.
Oh, I do need to add some extra users. I haven't done that.
A few moments later.
Hello.
Welcome back. Well, I think, Rachel, you are finished, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think she did say she was finished before you. So that
I
is...
did use a demo company, so I didn't start from scratch, though, so I feel like...
So have you got Tim Cook and who was the other person, have access to it?
So I can't actually invite on a demo company.
Oh, okay, interesting. So if you had other people who want to help you, then well, you do just pass around the password.
Do you have Steve Jobs' email address? Do you have Steve Jobs' email address? Like, how did you add him to QuickBooks?
I may have created Steve Jobs at test.com, but yeah.
Brilliant.
Just out of curiosity, how easy is it to add new people, though?
It's definitely easier on QuickBooks, I think.
Okay.
So, for example, like when we ask clients to invite us as accountants, we don't really get any questions on the QuickBooks side, whereas on Xero, you can't just give them like limited access or full access. There's like lots of different options, and quite often clients get a bit like, what am I supposed to give you? What am I not supposed to give you? So yeah, it's definitely easier on QuickBooks. And QuickBooks has an accountant section, so you can say add my accountant, which automatically gives us the right access level. Whereas on Xero, accountants just join as other users. So quite often they haven't ticked all the right boxes that we need to do like filing VAT returns and things like that.
And sometimes not can't even post journals, can we? Which is crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so stock management, I actually had a really easy time because products and services is automatically activated on Xero. You don't have to like add it or change anything. It's already there, so I didn't have to turn anything on.
So that made it a bit quicker.
It's not
Okay.
it's not always the fastest that wins.
So challenge number 2, send an invoice.
Ready?
Awesome.
Ready?
Ready?
Steady? Go.
Okay then, so a little bit of a cheat here. I already know that Lizzie's favourite colour is dark green.
With Xero, is it easy to like customize the invoice and stuff?
Yes. Yeah, I think actually it's... Is it easier on QuickBooks than Xero? Maybe. Now I'm trying to actually check the numbers because I don't want to embarrass myself and actually get the numbers wrong.
So actually, when it comes to aesthetically, now I'm not a great designer, but I'm thinking Lizzie likes dark green. I've found some photos that she's done before in the past, so I'm hoping that, cheating a little bit, I might be able to get the advantage on here. So all I'm doing now is I'm going to import the style, because I'm happy with all them.
So I've sent the invoice. I sent that a minute ago, but I'm trying to just work out how to adjust.
Okay, now I've got to do the invoice
It's come
itself.
through.
1st of October, and then I've got product X.
That's sent that inclusive, not exclusive, isn't it? Damn it. I'm resending it.
Stock. Save as. I'm under pressure now. I'm under pressure.
No. Okay, I've resent.
I'm having a nightmare. Oh, I've just locked myself out. Oh, this is not going well. This is not going well.
Oh, I think it's come through. Yep.
Meanwhile.
Oh, pressure's got to me. Pressure's got to me. Come on, you've got this. Notice how we have a very inspired choice there. If I do say myself, hello at boffix.com, save and send. That should not have taken that long.
Here he is.
Oh, is he back?
He doesn't look
I had
like
a
that.
nightmare. I may have accidentally closed down my version of QuickBooks, so that's my excuse.
Oh no, what happened? And they're like,
Actually got to me.
no.
Fancy and cheat, so I may have asked prior what Lizzie's favourite colour was, and I may have then tried to add some artwork she's already done previously to try and sway the vote a little bit, and that went horribly wrong. So you allocated points, yeah? Dark green.
Still in the lead. Thanks, Aaron.
How did it go your end, Rachel?
Pretty chill. I sent one invoice inclusive of VAT and then sent another one exclusive of VAT, but apart from that, fine. I was going to send it to like aaronisaloser.com and then realised I had to send it to Lizzie to get points, so didn't. We were saying that our like test person on all software and stuff is called Testy McTesterson, and yours is called Testy Test Test, or like Test Mr. Test.
I feel like for the next challenge, I need to find a way to speed it up because this is just this isn't going well for me.
The date isn't right, Aaron.
Oh, did I change the date? Oh no!
Oh, me, man.
But the beauty of a cloud-based solution means that if I change the date here, it will change
it here.
End.
No, it won't.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's a cloud one.
Try it out. Try it out.
Can you do
So
that?
you'll need to reopen it. But if I change the date now, I obviously did this on purpose to prove and show how this works. But if you now reopen that invoice,
Okay.
your date will have changed. And obviously I did that on purpose just to prove the efficiency of a cloud-based solution.
Well done. Well manoeuvred. Such forward planning.
So for challenge number 3, you need to add this bill and this expense to your software.
Please.
Let's just countdown.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
Do the speed test this time.
Like, see the date on this invoice.
I dragged the files in. I dropped them in there. They're uploading. Job done.
So is there a way in Xero
Hold
to...
on.
You've done that already?
No, you haven't. Come on. How have you done that fast?
But I automated it, if that helps. I just added it to QuickBooks and
Definitely
did
get
the
bonus
rest for
points
me.
for automating it.
So yeah, talk us through how you did it, Aaron.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So what I did was I downloaded the transactions, I opened up QuickBooks, and I dragged the transactions into QuickBooks, and they're now processing away. All done. Yeah.
And that's all.
I'm
that is
That's,
it.
trying to find a date on this bloody receipt.
I don't think they're the best receipts in the world, but you know. Do I need to help you at all? Do you want me to read them out? For you or anything?
Yo Sushi, I queried that this is a business expense. Bloody Yo Sushi. Was Yo Sushi a board
Right, we're ready for the next task then, or, you know? Come on, Rachel, there's only 3 to do.
No, that was so fast, it's making me look terrible.
2,000 years later.
I could have set up HubDoc, but I didn't know what the task was in advance, unlike Aaron, so I didn't.
So what you're saying is that it's not built directly natively into Xero, it's a little add-on, is it?
No, it's a really good point. Really good point. Oh, I'm done.
But serious question, you can do it from the app though, can't from the Xero app.
You can take pictures of stuff directly from the app on your phone, yeah.
Yeah, but that just goes into the like file section, doesn't it?
Yes, you then have to like manually. It won't auto read them for you like QuickBooks does.
So it won't auto. Yeah. Okay. In fairness to Xero, that whole area where you upload stuff is a game changer, isn't it? Because getting clients to put everything in there, you know, even if they get a letter from HMRC, it's just worthwhile getting it in there, and it as an accountant, then you can deal with it for them.
Challenge number 4, add in a bank file.
there's also an email as well from the client asking for help on what the transactions are for. Okay, go. No countdown, just go.
What do you mean no countdown? All right, okay. So on this one, I'm going to be importing the data in. So first of all, I need to create the new bank. So I need to go to accounting, chart of accounts. Chart of accounts, and I'm going to create a brand new one. Now I've got the account done, I just need to go to banking, upload transactions.
3, 2, 1.
Lara's going to come back in 4 seconds and say.
All right, okay. This is where I think QuickBooks is going to absolutely smash it.
I really like Xero Bank Rec. It's from a client's perspective when people literally have like no experience. using accounting software, or like they're just an Etsy shop and they just want to help them. It's very, very user friendly, and sometimes people find it a bit more intuitive, pun intended, than intuitive.
Solve that issue. What was the other one? We had.
I really like it. I think because it was the first software I ever got trained on, I think my brain will always prefer.
We got BP. We got Tesco Fuel. We've got all of them found there, so they're looking good.
I'm just making mistakes because I'm trying to rush. I'm so competitive. I can't even.
That extra point could be the winning point.
Schoolboy error. I forgot to put the VAT on.
Okay, I've done all of the transactions that I need to do my opening balance. Adjustment. And good till.
So that one's been done. Notice how the receipt's been found for me as well, so that's great.
Oh no. Oh no.
Cash is fine. Okay. And then final one is the insurance.
Okay, I've done the opening balance. I've done that.
I'm just going to put that. It's already coming up for insurance for me. Then I just need to put it to exempt.
Yeah, and then on good till, I think I'm just going to add a note to that transaction and just say.
So when you add a note as well on Xero, does the client get an alert or anything?
No.
They can go in and they can check, or
yeah. So there's a notifications. Literally like Facebook, when you log in, top right hand side. There. Cool. Yeah, I'm done.
Yay!
Yay.
And save and close.
Wow, that was close.
Ooh. Shall we compare notes before we go any further?
Yeah. So the first thing that me and Lizzie were just talking about is when you add notes to stuff where the notifications come through. So Xero, color-wise and notifications-wise, it almost looks like Facebook. So when you log in, top right-hand side, there's notifications tab, so you'll see it up there. That if you've got payroll connected and someone's tax code changes, or if someone uploads attachments or documents, you and the client get notifications if people are exchanging comments to each other. So that was a good bit. I was able to import all of the categories, so that really, really helped make the bank reconciliation much faster. And the AI, a lot of them were repeating transactions. So once I'd coded the sales once and the Aldi payments once, even though the first one was a bit fiddly, it all remembered. What about you?
Yeah, pretty much the same. I mean, I think we're QuickBooks is definitely behind it in the comment section-esque way of doing things. They've recently brought in what's called tags, and that's been an absolute game changer for us. So we use tags as a way of going, right, here's a transaction we want to find later, we want our client to find. Yeah. But then we physically got to tell our client to go in and look at it and everything else. So it's much better than it ever was, but it's got a long way to go, I think, to get to that sort of stage. But yeah, same as you really. As soon as I'd added the bank, and literally the longest bit for me was actually creating the bank in the first place. And then as soon as I started adding it, AI jumped in. What I do really, really like about it though is because we've got that integration with the, we've been able to add transactions in. Those receipts that I'd added 10 minutes ago, they were already in the system, and they'd already added. Green. Yeah. So even if I was kind of going through the system and I haven't dealt with those transactions yet, they were sat there waiting for me to be put on. So they sit there in your bank and they say, oh, we found a receipt that matches this, and that goes against it. And then it takes away the guesswork. Then I know what VAT, I know what it is and everything else. So at curiosity, what's your final bank balance at this point in time?
Mine is a good question. So me and Lizzie, I had a heart attack. Lizzie watched me have a heart attack because I did my conversion balances and then kicked myself out of the test company. So my conversion balance didn't save, so I have the wrong closing balance. So minus point for me, minus 671366, which doesn't include the conversion balance because I think I broke the internet.
Okay.
What's yours?
I mean, I don't know if you want bonus points for this, Lizzie, but
you definitely get a bonus point for getting the closing bank balance right.
Yeah, did you get it? Or?
Exactly £10,000.
Oh yeah, you made it a nice round number. Nice.
And for the final challenge, challenge number 5, you need to create a P&L report.
But to make it a bit more fun, I want you to create a whole report pack. You get bonus points as well, again, for what pack looks the most impressive. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to win this bit. So, all I'm going to do though is just create a standard management account. Now, the only report I want to add to this of any significance is that stock valuation.
I'm done. I'm going to upload it.
Already? The whole pack?
Yeah.
I'm going to do 1st of October 20.
I've also realised that because I'm using a demo company, the profit figures won't be the same because there's lots of like demo data in there.
Right, so the logo's there, that's there. The only other report I need to add in is that stock valuation customize, save and close. I'm fighting a losing battle here, if I'm honest.
I think it took me about 4 seconds to run the report as well.
It was
Did
so
that have
quick.
a stock valuation in it though? Because that's the only thing I had to add.
I think it does because it gives you a it does an executive summary. I think if you've got stock posted, it'll do stock adjustments and stuff as well.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
I think with management reports, me and Lizzie were speaking offline about how a lot of the small business owners that we work with as accountants are people that very often don't have financial experience or an accounting background, and accounting software, whether it be Xero or QuickBooks, is a bridge to help them get to the point where they feel really confident and happy. And management reports being in a pack like that, if you are a business that's growing and scaling and you need management information but don't have a bookkeeper or an accountant to help you prepare that, then having something in one place that literally tells you all of the information that you need to know is really, really useful. I think with Xero as well, that management report pack that it gives you, you can actually copy that, make another copy, and you could call it management report version Rachel, and that could have the key figures that I need to know every month. So I might have just employed a new administrator, and I think she's stealing highlighters. So I want to see how much I'm spending on stationery every single month as headline figures. More important than sales, I need to know about highlighters. So each month you can keep an eye on what's really, really important to you and make those changes so that it's, if you get to the point where your board are happy with how you're presenting the management figures, you can stick to that template and just run it. Also, yeah, it took 5 seconds to run. So
yeah, so I think it's pretty much the same as what Rachel said in the QuickBooks camp as well. One of the things I will say is the management reports and all the reporting stuff in any of the software is just being not utilized as much as it can be. And I think that's really a case for us accountants to showcase exactly what the benefit of this is. Just like Rachel, this took me absolutely no time at all to put together, but there's so much benefits in there that we can get out there. So for example, here I've got a copy of my balance sheet, so I know exactly how my business is doing in terms of how much money I've got in the bank, how much debtors I have, and everything else that goes with it. I can look and see what my age debtors are, and it's just bringing that information that we probably already know about, but it's putting it all into a concise document for us so we can take ownership of it. And what I really like about it, although it's not currently part of the management reports, is all about this whole performance center here. So the idea is, and I'm sure Xero is going down the same path as well, is to QuickBooks and Xero both know that, a document is the reason it doesn't get read a lot is because sometimes it can be overwhelming, sometimes it can be struggling to understand, sometimes it can just be that idea where it doesn't really give you as much information because it's numbers. Not everyone understands the numbers, but the performance center is all about going, right, how can we make that same data in a more visual process? And that's where I think the future is, and that's why I'm quite excited, because then we're going to start seeing relevant data that people can have on dashboards and have on elements like that, which just means that they're going to be on top of how their business is doing, how it's performing in a much more better way. And Rachel, there is kind of the similar sort of aspect to Xero, isn't there?
as in like dashboards and being able to customize what you see when you log in. Yeah, so that's one of my favorite things about Xero, is that as a business owner, you can, so even now, say for example, you've got a couple of different bank accounts, one's like a bounce back loan, and you don't actually want to see that all the time when you log in. You just want to see your current account and then another, maybe a PayPal account when you log in. You can customize exactly what you see when you log in. So like bank accounts on the left, those key figures. So if you said, I want to see how much the wages are costing me each month and how much I'm sending on postage and packaging, if I'm like an Etsy business, you can really just pick and customize all of the data that you see when you log in. You can see how much money you owe people, how much money people owe you as soon as you log in, and you can drag it and drop it. It's all very like user friendly, and it doesn't feel very clunky at all. So yeah, it's one of my favorite things. Like from a small business perspective, that's amazing. To have that every time you log in is great.
Yeah, and I think it's important as well to make it appealing, because one of the things we keep talking about on this channel, and I know you say the same, is that whole idea that from a business point of view, most businesses are forced to use some software now because of MTD, so VAT or whatever the reason's going to be. So if you're being forced to put all that data into the system, you might as well get something out of it. You might as well get stuff that's going to help your business grow and help your business understand the business. So the more appealing they can make that data, and the more appealing you can actually get benefits out of it, the better for everyone, isn't it? So yeah, I think both Xero and QuickBooks go in the right direction for that point.
So the final part of this task, I want to know what the final profit was. So after the countdown, if you both shout out what your figures were. Ready?
No. Sorry, I just need to work it out. Mine's like a year to date.
You work it out. We got a calculator out there.
Firstly, I don't own a calculator or use Excel, and secondly, this is a demo company, so mine did a year to date, which is like the financial year.
Okay, right.
Let me roll. Okay, I'm ready.
Ready? Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
£9,677.54p. How did you get 11,000?
It's like copy what he said, like 5,000.
All right, let's find out what income did you go for.
So mine is literally all wrong, because I'm using a demo company, so there's demo sales invoices and demo purchase invoices in there, which is why it's wrong. No. This is double-ended. Either I win and you like break my Christmas card, or I lose and I'm a loser. So this is lose-lose.
Okay, so should we try and figure out the interesting bits though? So there was a few kind of complex bits in that task, wasn't there? So do you want to go through how?
Do you want to talk about the VAT on the split payment? Because that's quite an interesting one, and that's like, if this was a client, that would be a key point of training for us, is talking about how to do that. And I feel like even on both softwares, knowing them both, it's relatively clunky in that, like, for good reason, you can't just overwrite VAT rate. So you can't just put in the VAT amount. You'd need to split it into 2 lines and have one with no VAT and one with 20%. And that for a business owner is quite clunky. Obviously, setting up rules on both can sort that out. And you could have, when you see the word Audi, split the invoice in half, have one with 0% and one with 20%, would be the best way to do that. And that's sort of our job as accountants, to just make sure that people are happy and comfortable with the software in a way that makes them really confident.
Yeah, and it's curious. So for this task, then you didn't opt for putting in a rule for it. Then was that because it takes too long, or what was the reason behind that?
I split each one because I was panicking and against. Yeah, but like if it was a client and I was doing training, and they said, this is a direct debit that goes through every month, from the first one I would just create a rule and just say, 50%, 50%, VAT code, do a rule. But I am very competitive. I'm trying to go as fast as I can, so I didn't do that this time.
I like the honesty.
Did you do a rule?
Yeah, just straight away, because one of the things that QuickBooks has going for it is the fact that it will just prompt you for rules now. It's got this really clever system. So
you do it once and then it says, do you want me to save it, right?
Yeah, and also I can just create a rule from there. So for me, it was just, I would create the rules straight away. But that's just down to personal preference. And then the only other final complicated bit was, how did you handle the good till fee involved there? How would you do it in Xero? So the way I dealt with it in QuickBooks, and it is, again, I think Rachel got it absolutely spot on there, is clunky, but this is currently the only way that really works from a QuickBooks point of view, is use a control account. So I've got all of my transfers from Good Till company going straight into the control account, and then I was able to put my bank charges in, and I had then my sales receipt of £10,000 going in, because that's what comes out as the final figure. So it's very, very, very clunky. It's not great at all.
Yeah,
but
and it's something that we do all the time. So iZettle, for example, the client we were working on yesterday, iZettle do something very, very similar. So lots of businesses that run sort of processing QuickBooks and Xero direct from their bank statement, iZettle transactions come through net of charges, and that's going to be clunky either at the time of processing or at the year end, and it's kind of just a decision that you need to make, like, at what point am I going to have this being clunky? But it's basically iZettle in real life.
Yeah, and the reason I don't like doing it year end is because, again, it could just be because the type of clients we have, but a lot of them are so conscious of that VAT threshold, and they're not quite at the VAT threshold.
This is the thing. You get to the year end, and if someone was on sort of 81, 82, and actually once you've done that adjustment, that's sales less bank charges is 82. Actually, they've gone over 85.
Yeah, it's awkward, isn't it? And no one has found a sensible solution yet, apart from possibly this whole idea about this apps being added to QuickBooks and having it through there.
So apps like A2X, BigCommerce, things like that. So like A2X is very good at actually reporting the correct sales amount, and like VAT on all. Sorry, this is not sponsored by A2X. But yeah, like we most recently saw a client on A2X which does report everything correctly. But again, you're paying per transaction to have that data in your QuickBooks, and it's for small businesses where being cost efficient is sometimes more like that's their top priority in their first 1 or 2 financial years. It's a really difficult decision to make.
Yeah, you're absolutely spot on. Yeah.
Okay, so Aaron, now that all the challenges are over, how do you feel it went? Like, are you feeling confident? And what was the easiest and the hardest challenge for you?
Well, I think my biggest problem is I underestimated my challenger, because, I had this impression that she'd just turn up and, it wouldn't, half-heartedly attempt it. But I think she's tried to bring her own game here, which worries me, because I think that could possibly give me a bit of a run for the money. So, listen, I love QuickBooks and I'm confident in the software, and I think it's going to be a close, and that's an important thing, because I think the fact that it's close means that for clients it doesn't matter which one you pick, you're going to be making the right choice, and that's what it's all about. But I am still a little bit, I'm hopeful, let's say, that QuickBooks has done what it is. I want to rep, I want to do it for them. Nowhere near as confident as it was at the start. Yeah, it's there's been a couple of eye openers. Some of the things that Rachel was able to do so quickly and be able to do so efficiently is interesting. So it might be something we could learn, maybe to adopt, or maybe find ways we're doing a little bit better. But yeah, some of the things that I was confident on that we were going to be good at, we showed that. Yeah, so we've shown things like receipt capture and having that ability to be able to quickly do bank accounts, and the way that the bank account works and all that sort of stuff, I think worked in our favor. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. So yeah, it's I'm nowhere near as confident as I was at the beginning, and I'm interested to see what the answers are, what the results are going to be.
Hello. So Rachel, how do you feel that the challenges went, and are you feeling confident?
So I feel like I came into it quietly confident. Aaron came in very, very loudly confident. I came in quietly confident, and I have remained that way. I think there was 2 standout challenges where QuickBooks just absolutely smashed it, and then Xero smashed it. So I think Xero definitely smashed it on the management reporting, in terms of ease, content, in terms of actually delivering what the task was. Management reporting was by far the best for Xero, and then obviously the receipt processing in QuickBooks by far knocked Xero out of the park. So yeah, I think it's going to be close, which again, like Aaron said, from a small business owner's perspective, just means that if you run a small business and you're making the decision about which software to decide, just have a look at both, see which one you prefer, and you know you're in safe hands with both.
So let's have a quick look at the points.
One of them is at 16 points, and the other one's at 14 points. Yeah, it's really, really close.
I feel like Aaron was
close.
technically correct the whole way through, whereas like I think my demo company might have like.
Let's find out who won.
I'm only joking, guys. Ready?
QuickBooks. Aaron Patrick, the QuickBooks chap.
He's just with joy. He's just cut out.
Oh, his little face.
And it was so funny. You cut out and your face when it like was paused on you, like.
Well, because my context is this is all I've seen.
What? Oh,
It froze on me, so all I know is I don't know the
that's
answer. I don't
even
know
funny.
who's won yet.
That's even funnier.
Is that more the response you're after?
I mean, we thought you already knew.
Too hot to handle. QuickBooks.
That's it. That's it. I can't believe it froze on that one area though. I was literally waiting and waiting. Going, come on, who's won? Who's won?
So there we have it, our overall winner. But do you agree? Put your opinions down in the comments below. Let us know what you think. Maybe there's another software out there that you prefer to use. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching today. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to check out that description below for all the links to Rachel's social media platforms. If you can also give us a like and a subscribe, that would be really appreciated. See you again soon. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
There's everyone. Speak to you soon.